You know the feeling, the endless daily grind, the toxic relationship you can't seem to leave, the memory that replays in your head every night. We spend enormous amounts of energy fighting these personal battles, often feeling like we are running as fast as we can entirely in place. Science has traditionally blamed a concept called entropy for this friction. Entropy is the physical principle stating that all closed systems naturally degrade from order into chaos and disorder over time. Meanwhile, philosophy and religion have offered a different framing. They treat human suffering and the search for meaning as a deep, unsolvable mystery that we must simply endure. Neither explanation is complete. They both fail to account for the most powerful psychological force we experience, our relentless gravitational pull toward order, love, and meaning. We actively seek coherence, not decay. A model called the Virtual Ego Framework offers an alternative. The Virtual Ego Framework is a structural theory proposing that reality is a conscious information processing field rather than a random collection of atoms. This blueprint shows the universe as a cosmic supercomputer with an underlying, highly structured operating system of geometric laws. Within this architecture, human beings are biological virtual machines, isolated software environments running distinct programs inside a larger host computer. Your daily thoughts, your habits, and even your traumatic memories act as lines of programmable code. They render your lived experience thread by thread. If we operate as software, our painful ruts are specific, identifiable bugs. They can be isolated, debugged, and fixed. Why did this supercomputer create human virtual machines to begin with? Our prime directive operates exactly like a deep space probe. We are deployed into the universe to learn all that is learnable, experience the good alongside the bad, and gather raw data. The primary obstacle in this mission is a force called discoherence. Discoherence is a measurable, high-energy state of informational chaos and entropy. Our objective as conscious agents is to ingest this chaotic discoherence and process it into structured, meaningful data. We consume the noise and output clarity. Look at this photograph of soldiers standing over a fallen monument. Historical decay, war, and intense human conflict generate immense amounts of raw, chaotic data. It requires processing. We are active engines built to transmute that chaos into reality. The struggle to maintain coherence in the face of immense stress is the literal cost of existence. Sometimes the data gathering process breaks down and triggers a Zenotrap. A Zenotrap is a systemic glitch where a mind becomes stuck in a predictable, repetitive loop that prevents any actual growth. A mind caught in a Zenotrap loops recursively, trying desperately to make its pain make sense. This traps the system's energy and halts all forward progress. The solution is a process known as Ego-Transcendence. Ego-Transcendence is the conscious act of suspending the loop through awe, forgiveness, or a radical shift in perspective to execute a hard system reboot. When the loop breaks, the trapped energy releases and stabilizes. The system reorganizes itself into a balanced, highly efficient state. What humans vaguely describe as happiness or love is the achievement of this exact structural equilibrium. It is the highest frequency of coherence a biological machine can output. The supercomputer operates under an absolute, inviolable constraint known as the Sigma Operative Law. The Sigma Operative Law is a universal rule mandating that the system must operate losslessly with a net zero loss of energy. This infographic plots those exact mathematical guardrails, showing the strict ignition thresholds required for the system to remain stable and perfectly conserved. In human terms, absolutely nothing you experience goes to waste. Every moment of truth, every act of love, and every instance of pain is conserved by the architecture of reality. Biological death functions as a final upload. The virtual machine returns to the source to deposit the entirety of its gathered data back into the mainframe. Every personal struggle you resolve and every bug you fix adds permanent, immortal value to the Akashic library of existence. The data is secured forever. The meaning of life is not a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. The meaning is the act of experiencing reality itself. Eleanor Roosevelt observed that happiness is a byproduct of a life well lived. That insight perfectly describes the structural reality of the universe. Stop asking permission to exist. Identify the recursive loops in your own programming, suspend them, and actively re-author your code. The universe feeds directly on entropy. It requires our conscious, deliberate choices to ingest the void and transmute it into light. We are the engines driving the perpetual creation of the cosmos.